Hello, welcome to another speed build. Today will be the first time I'm doing a multi-part series. This will be a two-part speed build. This is just the shell and outside, and then the second part will be the interior. I built this in Del Sol Valley, so I definitely wanted the over-the-top luxurious feel to this build. I did some platform work for the steps in the front and the back porch and the pool area and an outdoor kitchen area that you'll see here in a little bit. Even this pool, I went with the more organic shape instead of just a simple square or round pool. And I just wanted this to scream probably celebrity house or just someone mega wealthy. Definitely went with the LA vibes a little bit here. I did the marble tiling in the pool even. I did a lot of light work on the outside so it looks really cool at night. This platform, or not platform, but deck area, I end up redoing later on, you'll see, but I played around with different styles a little bit, and this platform area here is the outdoor kitchen. I've done something like this before, and this lattice work up top, I wanted it to look different, but I couldn't quite get what I wanted, but the end result still looks kind of cool, just not your typical lattice work. But yeah, you can see me like deleting and going back a couple times here, but in the end I came up with a different design, which is what I wanted. Just a couple diamonds, and I think the shadows in this game make it look cool too, because it sort of reflects on the ground a little bit, and I like that. Oh, side note, update on my FedEx package, still not delivered, so yeah, that sucks. And I don't even know what it is yet, like I have no idea what it could be, but we'll see. I did add a bar here, and that's the only seating for this kitchen area. It is the Get Famous bar, so it glows on the bottom. Again, this is a pack limited build. I did Get Famous, what else did I do? Seasons, I can't even remember the name of it now. I did the free holiday kit in here, and then what is the name of that pack that has all the like rich looking stuff? I don't know. I'll put it in the description box below. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of what it's called. I'll probably think of it in the middle of the build at some point. But I did add those trees from Seasons that have the light strung on them because I thought that just was a cool added touch, even though we don't really have those type of trees in this area. I did use these debug, they almost look like golf course greens, but I used them to just give the landscaping a more manicured look because I think a house like this definitely would have that with the curbing on the side. Um, and just a few plants I took from the landscape around the area a lot, as I usually do, just to keep it more blended into the surrounding area. How many times can I say area in this voiceover? Let's see. Don't take a shot every time I say it though. So I didn't do too much landscaping, just by the stairs really in the front and back. I wanted it to remain kind of open and just with a little bit of palm trees. And I did do some terrain paint. And here you see me going around the pool. I've done this before as well too, I think, but I did it for more of a pond where this definitely is a swimming pool. I added rocks around the whole edge just to give it, again, the more organic feel. And I'm sorry if you can hear dice in the background. They're playing a dice tabletop game, but you just have to deal with it. So yeah, I go around and add the rocks, and I think it just makes it look like a more natural shape pool this way, without the harsh corners. It kind of just almost makes it look like a pond. I've seen some houses in LA, well, not personally because I'm not that rich, but on TV I've seen houses in LA that have this around their pool, sort of for the same effect. And then these are larger debug rocks that I went in and added as well. And after I put these rocks down, I realized I didn't need the tiling on the ground, so I go back and delete a whole bunch of it. And then I go in with some terrain paint afterwards as well to sort of have it blend in a little bit more. I didn't know if the rock terrain paint would look good under the rocks, but when I blended it out with the dirt terrain paint, I think it ended up looking alright. I don't know. It was something I was trying. I like how it looked. You may not, that's fine. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I also went with the high fencing around the cooking area. I thought that looked pretty good, and it kept it still open but still closed in, if that makes any sense. I did want a bright color scheme for the outside, so even like the glow bar has the orange base to it, and I went with the orange and brass colors for all the seating up here as well. I just thought adding a little pop of color was nice. I didn't mean for this house to be in any specific season, but I thought that the pumpkin trios on the stairs was definitely a touch that probably the decorator of this house would add in. I don't know, it just has that sort of bougie feel, I guess. I'm not sure. But I do like those pumpkins. I think they're really pretty. And I did remember an outdoor trash can and mailbox for this build. You know, points for me. These neon signs, I can never really find a good place to use them, but I thought they were perfect for the outdoor kitchen and bar area. It definitely fit the feel out here, like especially if they have parties or cookouts. I just thought it worked really well. And especially those season lanterns, I like those here too. Just sort of gives it a more playful and welcoming feel instead of the, catalog look that a house like this might have. I assumed this house would have children, not sure what age yet, so I did add the swing set and the monkey bars. And then here I'm doing a garage and driveway. Obviously, it's not usable because we don't have cars, but it just makes it look a little bit real. I'm going to end up turning what looks like the garage into probably an inside gym. I haven't decorated it yet, but that's my intention right now. And then if just using a roof piece to have the sloped driveway look, um, again, not usable at all. Your Sims can't even walk on it, but it just looks good. I was annoyed that this piece didn't have a mirror piece because I wanted to do one on each side, but it just didn't exist. So I went with the same corner pieces I used in the back and just hid the overlap with some greenery. Not the look I really wanted, but it's okay. Um, yeah, so I just cluttered up the overlap area a little bit and around the house siding with some plants. Again, the same ones I used in the back. I just sort of copy pasted what I did in the back up front. Some ground cover to hide the curbing as well, and then some rocks. I do add a little bit on the sides of the driveway as well. That's something I've seen other builders do, and I think it looks nice. It gives it more of the realistic vibe. Um, and then I darken up the driveway a little bit just to sort of match the roof piece a little bit better. I couldn't match it exactly, but I got it a little bit darker. Just some more terrain paint, of course, and then I didn't really connect the garage and the house at all because of the difference in platform levels. You can't, but I did add the door in the back, and of course they can access it just from walking out through the backyard. And then the roofing, again, simpler on this house. I'm learning if I keep it simple, I don't screw up as much. Who'da thunk it? And then I just went with a basic roof color and then the gray trim because I ended up going with the gray bricks on the exterior of the house. And then adding the columns I think is a good touch too. It just gives the house a more finished look. Again, that more like manicured vibe. And I did that for the garage as well just to make it more uniform. And here are the gray bricks. I believe these are the bricks from Seasons. Maybe. No, no, they are from Get Famous. But to me, they look the most realistic because they have the different colors and shades going through them. It took me a minute to figure out what windows I wanted to use too. At first, I was going to do the tall windows, but then when I got to the back, I realized that the normal size windows looked better. So I ended up going with the normal size windows. I don't add the rest of the windows in until I do the interior, so that'll be in part 2. I just wanted to get the style that I was going for on this one, and then once I do the layout inside, I go and add the rest of the windows into the house. In the front, I also went a little overboard. I did, of course, the 2 benches, but then I also add a fountain on the entranceway. I think it just, I don't know, it looks good. It ties in the space, the area a little bit. I go in and add some fountains to the pool. I did cut out, I had a bunch of spitting fountains around the edge, so if you're in live mode, you'll see the water spitting into the pool, but I cut that part out. I thought the turtles on the walkway were really fun. And then this is what it looks like during the different times of day. I think it looks so cool at night with all the lights around, especially on the different platforms. I don't know, I like the look of it, and those lit up trees in the backyard look so cool. So I just add a couple more lights in here and that is it. part 2 will be me doing the inside of the house. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time. Bye!